What's up? This is Brett with Dub Academy, and today we're going to learn how to make white noise effects from scratch. So here we go. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start to get some blank white noise. And to do that, I'm going to use Serum as a plugin made by X4 Records. So we're just going to turn on the noise oscillator, and under the analog tab, we're going to click bright white. So you can see, you can turn it up, get a good signal. And all white noise is it's just all of the frequencies played at the same volume, from 20 hertz to 22,000 hertz. So if you were to look at it under an EQ, you'll see they're all generally playing at the same volume here. The texture of the bright white might be a little bit different, but the idea of white noise is all the frequencies played at the same volume. So I'm just going to input one long MIDI note here all the way across. Turn that metronome off. Right, and how you can get some movement in this white noise is by adding some kind of peak filter like this, and then we're just kind of gonna modulate it this way. So we'll kind of see audition it, see what it sounds like. Right, but there's a lot of other frequencies and things in there that we really don't want. So I'm gonna put another EQ before this guy, and I'm gonna cut out the lows. So that's all we have is kind of this the higher frequencies here, and then I'll use my peak filter on the EQ after the high pass, and we'll start with that. So right click, show automation, and then okay, so that's really slow. I'm just gonna shorten it. Right, and I'm gonna, using the option button, hover up to the line. You can actually curve the lines here in Ableton. So I'm gonna just make it a little quicker so it goes down a little bit faster. Right, and I'm actually probably just gonna cut. I'll probably just cut it right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna freeze, flatten, right, and then boom, got a white noise-ish kind of effect. Whoop. Cool. So the first thing I'm gonna do, if you hit the M button, it will take off the MIDI input, and so when I hit A, it'll flip between automation and just a clip. So if you want to see those volume fades, you'll just hit the letter A, but if your MIDI is on up here, it's not going to work. Whoop, yep, there it goes. Right, so that's cool, but we're going to add a lot more to it. So just do a little bit more EQ, cut out the lows, because there are going to be some artifacts created by the reverb that I'm not necessarily looking for. So let's get a long reverb time. And actually, you know what? I'm going to use the echo on this. It's kind of a combination of different delays, and it has a ducking compressor, which I really like. And you can also add reverb to the echo or before the echo with the post and pre tab here. So let's just start off like this, see what it sounds like. Cool. So I'm not a fan of the ping pong. Yeah, let's make that longer, bigger. You know what? I'm actually going to do the reverb after the echo. I think we can get a little bit more specific effect from the reverb. Cool, and let's increase the feedback on the echo, and all that does is it basically makes the tail of the echo longer. And once you start reaching, close to 100% on the feedback for the echo effect, it's basically just going to be this looping kind of effect. It's never really going to go away. And when you actually go above 100 here, it's actually going to start to increase in volume. So be careful approaching that 100% mark on the feedback, but I am going to increase it a good amount. Yeah, getting there. Let's EQ this echo signal a little bit, add some resonance to that mid-high end, and actually increase the dry wet just a bit so we hear a little bit more of that echo. Okay, that might be a little too much feedback. Yeah, we'll just try that. So again, I'm kind of a fan of this, but again, we want to add a little bit more movement. So phaser, flanger, chorus, those are really good ways to do that. So I'm going to add chorus to the reverb, right? So if you were adding chorus before the reverb, it would just add chorus to the echoed signal, and then that would be reverberated. So what we're trying to do is add motion to that room that we're adding. Right, see, that's pretty good, but I tend to like the ensemble tab a little bit more for this effect, and we're going to slow it down. Pull it back just a hair. Yeah, now we're talking. Let's see what this does. Yeah, okay, I kind of like that. And let's get weird with it. Let's add some phaser or flanger. Let's see what happens. We'll do that before the EQ. Okay, so that's a lot. And we're also going to turn it down. Yeah, now we're talking. Okay, I really like that a lot. Let's hear what the flanger sounds like. Oh, I see. Okay. There we go. Let's wait for it to go. Yep, I still like the phaser more, I think. Yeah, there we go. So same thing, we're going to freeze and flatten. Doot, doot, doot. Cool, now we've got this big, I'll turn the volume up. Let's turn this warp off so we don't get any artifacts in there. Right, now we got what looks like normal splice kind of effect here. Cool, right? And if you want to make that a riser, I mean, this is kind of like production 101, but you could just take something that goes down, reverse it, and it sounds like it's going up. Yeah, and I might actually save that. That's actually pretty good. I like that. So, if you want to make some kind of connecting down effect mixed in with some up effect, right? It'd be something like that. Use the crossfade. Here it comes. Right on. And that's one way to make white noise effects. There's tons of different things you can add and take away from that process. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more.